welcome. We were confused this year about whether to do a best of, given that the last month of the last year threatened to wipe out everything else that had gone before in 2008. But provoked somewhat by these crowds milling around outside the Gateway of India and the Taj, we wondered why we should let one single act of terrorism dominate our consciousness so much. Why not try to reclaim 2008? So here it is, over the next 30 minutes. The best of all the newsmakers of Bombay in the past year. Both those who live in the city and those who spiritually consider the city their home. Like Zubin Mehta, who I interviewed barely a few months ago here at the Taj, and who told me about the idea of a concert for Kashmir. But what about, I asked him, a concert for Bombay? You've spoken, in fact you were telling us in an interview that you would like to do a concert for Kashmir. But what about a concert for Bombay? Because Bombay continues to also be...
I talk about Kashmir. Oh, you think because there's a polarization here too?
Yes, what is happening here is it's not just the bomb blast, but it's also the politics of chauvinism have also crept in. And you have groups and parties that talk of who's an insider in Bombay and who's an outsider. Is it a city only for Marathi speakers, or is it only, or is it a city that embraces...
On the way from the airport, I read a lot of those kind of slogans, not only on posters but backs of cars. I think it's shameful.
It distresses you.
It is shameful. In my city, where people lived, well, you know, I have such pride in telling people outside that in this city we grew up speaking 4 languages. And to polarize that is I think, shameful.
Extremely distressing. Well,
we are doing a concert in the stadium. Who knows? There will be, people will come together at that concert.
Would you ever consider coming back to Bombay and ever living here, do you think?
I would love it. In my soul, I would love it. It's just been
too long.
My world is too far away.
Mr. Bachchan, just very quickly in conclusion, if you were to meet Raj Thackeray tomorrow, what would you say to him?
I would greet him.
As actually one of your old admirers.
Yeah, I hope that he still is.
And you were telling me that he used to touch your feet at one point. As a mark of respect.
As a mark of respect, I don't encourage all these kind of activities. And he has always been very cordial and very, very, very warm and very gregarious. I've attended several of his functions, and he has been over many times to the house, and we've talked on many issues. He even wanted me to act in a film. I still have his cartoons that he made on me and an exhibition.
I saw that on the walls coming up.
Yeah, it's still there. So
these things happen.
Oh yes, this is fine.
Mr. Deshmukh, let me ask you very directly. In all of this, as so many different ministers, central ministers, prime minister writing you letters, so much criticism, have you ever felt upset and pressured enough to say, I just want to give up all this, it's not worth it?
No question. I mean, these are the things, I mean, it's not something which has happened for the first time in the state.
Every 6 to 7 months, there's speculation about whether you're going to stay or whether you're going to go. Has that upset you? Has that come
It never upset me because I knew what is happening.
What was happening, Mr. Deshmukh?
No, what was happening, I know the mind of the person. That's all.
You knew the mind of Sonia Gandhi?
That's all.